I told you, 2021. All right, off the bat, repeat, bam shot. The quotient is, boy, this is a nice question. Yeah, we're not looking for a remainder, but we are looking for a quotient. So we can do one of two things. We can perform synthetic division, which is what I will recommend here. So I have x cubed minus 7x squared plus 2x minus 1 is equal to some quadratic ax squared plus bx plus c multiplied by the linear factor x plus 2. Now, remember in one of the videos before, I told you all there's a trick when you're multiplying brackets. The first term in our first bracket multiplied by the first term in our next bracket by the first term by the first term by the first term will always give us the first term. Same thing with the last term. So I'm going to perform this with the last term. So c multiplied by 2 supposed to give me minus 1. So 2c is equal to minus 1, and c in the quadratic will be equal to minus 1 over 2. But this causes a little dilemma now. Interesting. Very, very interesting. None of these answers are going to give me one of these quadratics. Now, if they asked for the remainder, then I will plug in x is equal to negative 2. But they didn't ask me for a remainder. They asked me for a quotient. And the quotient supposed to have 2c is equal to minus 1 here. Ax cubed a is supposed to be 1. Alright. Neither of these quadratics, when multiplied by this, is going to give me the polynomial. So I'm gonna try and see. Now this is the remainder I'm calculating here, guys. F of minus 2 minus 2 cubed minus 7 into minus 2 squared plus 2 into minus 2 minus 1 minus 8 minus 2 to the 4, 28 minus 4 minus 1 minus 8 minus 28 minus 8 minus 28 minus 4 minus 1 is minus 41. Bacchanal. Probably had an error in it. This is a repeat question. C is the answer. 4AC. Let me check back and see. Was it from 20? No, it was from 2016, I think. (4ac minus b squared all over 4a). 4ac minus b squared all over 4a. Good. Next repeat. B is the answer. Next repeat. Minus 2/3 and 3/4. There's a repeat from here. Move this. (12x squared plus 8x plus 9). 12x squared plus 8x plus 9. Plenty repeat so far. 1 minus 4x minus 2x squared. 1 minus 4x minus 2x squared. 3 minus 2 into x plus 1 squared. 3 minus 2 into x plus 1 squared. Set of values for which this x is greater than minus 2. No. Yeah, 3 minus 1 is 2, and minus 2 minus 4. Yeah, range of values. Now this one, did us change it up a little bit for questions like this. So I know the answer for this is 2 and 5 are my roots. So this is a positive x squared, and the 1D values when it is less than 0, so it will be this area here, which is the combination of two of the roots. So it will be there's 2, there's 5. This is x is greater than 2 and x is less than 5. If x is greater than 2, then 2 will be less than x, and x was less than 5. B. This is a quarter. You can plug it in your calculator. 2 to the power minus 1, put it in brackets, 2 to the power minus 1 divided by 8 to the power of a third. 8 to the power of 1 over 3 quarter. This was 2, 6, yep. This is a repeat, 96. This one is not a repeat. Yeah. This one is a repeat. So I just go in and you give me a sec. Let me just close off my business here. WhatsApp. My sec there. Right. Back to we work. Right, when we minus in, we have to divide the numbers. Sorry. The base 2 is equal to 2. And I can perform my log to indice. 2 to the power 2 is 5x plus 1 over 3x minus 5. 4 into 3x minus 5 is 5x plus 1. 12x minus 20 is 5x plus 1. 12 minus 5 is 7, is 21, and x is 3. Common ratio is 3 over 2. There's a repeat. You'll see how much repeats come in. Watch and see how much repeats going to come in all the paper. The sum of the first 10 terms is, so I can calculate what the first term is. The first term is when r is 1. Is my first term, which is 2. And the 10th term is when r is 10. 5 minus 30 is minus 25. Yeah. So the sum of the first 10 terms as sub 10, this is an AP. Yeah, this will be an AP. Will be n over 2 into a plus l. That's the reason I calculated the first term and the last term to use this formula here, which is 5 into 2 plus negative 25. 2 minus 25 is minus 23, and minus 23 by 5 minus 115. C is the answer. The sum of this is, I repeat again, the point 23 is at one end of the diameter of a circle whose equation is that the coordinates of the other end of the diameter. This is a repeat. I think this was from one of the earlier papers that we did. Definitely from one of the earlier papers we did. Past this. Yeah. X squared plus y squared minus 10x plus 2y plus 1. X squared plus y squared minus 10x plus 2y plus 1. The answer was 8 minus 5. The answer is B, 8 minus 5. This was also another repeat question. 7x minus 4y plus 25. I'm looking for that. 7x minus 4y plus 25 and 3x minus y minus 5. 3x minus y minus 5 intersect at P. They want the coordinates of P, 922. So like I said, you all can go back in the videos where we did the solutions and check and see the worked solutions for it. Point of intersection of the circle with that, x plus y is equal to 7. None of these A, B, and C will not give me 7 for x plus y, so the answer is D. This is a repeat here from the last year paper, the 2020 paper. Yeah, 2020 paper, the repeat there. So go back and watch it. Not a repeat, brand new question. Triangle OAB has vertices given by 0, 0, minus 3a and 6, 2 respectively. Given that angle OAB is pi on 2. Pi on 2 is 90 degrees, yeah, guys? So 0, 0 minus 3a and 6, 2. Given that angle OAB is pi on 2, then a is equal to 0, 0, 6, 2 and minus 3a. So a could be somewhere over here, right? We just pretending. This is O, this is A, and this is B. The angle AOB, this is 90 degrees, which means AO dotted with OB is going to be 0. So AO dot OB is going to be 0. So from A to O, that's going to be 3 negative A, because I'm going from A to O. From O to B, I'm going to be 6, 2. And when I dot these, I'll get 0. 6 3s are 18, plus the product of the J components, which will be minus 2a is equal to 0. Move the 2a across. 18 is 2a, and a going to be 9. Diagram would have helped us with this one here, right? So far, out of all the questions in all the past papers, this one required the most thinking. Repeat again. This would have been 6. The exact value of 5 pi on 12. This was a half into root 6 plus root 2. This was from last year. And year before then. No. Which year this was from, boy? Oh, we're reaching the trigs. I think in SUDS. Shit. 2020. There could be somewhere wrong here. 5 pi on 12, right? Yep. So it's... No, it was a quarter into root 6 minus root 2. My bad. A quarter into root 6 minus root 2. Tan theta is minus 5 on 12. Another repeat. Our next repeat, 2 over sine x. Ooh, nice question. Sine of pi on 2 minus x plus cosine of x on 2 plus pi is equal to... Okay, trial and error. This one we had to use the compound angle formula and expand. This is sine of a minus b, which is sine a cosine b minus cosine a sine b. And it was this plus cosine of x plus pi on 2 is cosine a cosine b minus sine a sine b. Now sine of pi on 2 is sine of 90 degrees, and sine of 90 degrees is 1. You could check it again. we have a calculator in radians, so I'm going to use pi. Sine of pi on 2 is 1, and cosine of pi on 2 is going to be 0. All right, so sine of pi on 2 is 1, so this is 1 cosine x minus 0 plus cosine of pi on 2 is 0, and sine of pi on 2 is 1. Sine x by 1, so we get cosine x plus negative sine x, which is cosine x minus sine x. C. This one was 3 pi on 8, if I remember correctly from the video before. 45 degrees, yep. 35 degrees, another repeat. Ooh, I wonder if it was in the paper before, if it's looking like 34, boy. Nah, that's looking like 34. All right, so same thing, just use this approach. 110 plus 34, 113. Oh, 110 plus 34, 144, 180 minus 144, 36 degrees. So 36 degrees multiplied by pi over 180, and try and simplify a fraction. 36 over 180, see how it had a k? Clear calculator. 36 over 180, yet again, 1/5. 1/5, and you're adding the pi. 1/5 pi, 0.5. We're looking for sine x, completing 1 revolution in a period, and a period is 2 pi radians, so the answer is D. The first one will be sine 2x, because I'm completing 2 revolutions. No, it'll be cosine 2x, because it's a cosine curve. It's D straightforward, because the sine curve always starts at the origin. Sine of x always starts at the origin. For theta is less than that, the equation 3 sine squared x is equal to 8 cosine x has one real solution given by, all right, well, let me solve it. I have 3 sine squared x is 8 cosine x. Now, I'm looking for a shortcut. I see none. We go ahead and use identity. Sine squared x plus cos squared x is 1. So sine squared x is 1 minus cos squared x is 8 cosine x. 3 minus 3 cosine squared x. 8 cosine x. Rearrange a little bit. Send everything on the right. 0 is 3 cosine squared x plus 8 cosine x minus 3. Quadratic we can solve. This is A, this is B, this is C. And we'll have cosine x is equal to these solutions. So let's check and see. Mode 2, A is 3, B is 8, and C is minus 3. Real solution is a third. And next real solution is minus 3. So one of the solutions is cosine x is equal to a third. Cosine x is equal to 1/3, which is B. When cosine x is equal to minus 3, this has no solutions. Okay, go back in the trigonometry video and you'll understand why, if you want to. The gradient, so we have minus sine of pi on 6, which is minus a half. There's a repeat. Item 32 refers to the following graph, which represent the position as a function of time for a moving object. So x in meters versus t in seconds. Meters per second is a velocity time graph. Which of the following statements is true? The object is not at rest. This object is moving. Velocity time graph, it's moving. The object increases in velocity. That is very, no, these are distance time graph, sorry, distance time. It is increasing in velocity because the gradient of a distance time graph will give me velocity. The object's velocity stays unchanged, so the only thing is it's increasing in velocity. Part B. 2x minus 1 over 5 minus x, this is a repeat. 2x minus 1 over 5 minus x. The answer is 9 over 5 minus x all squared. At a 0.74, this is another repeat. We have the second derivative is negative. If the second derivative is negative, we add a smile face, so we have a maximum point. This is also a repeat. Root 7x squared plus 4. Might not be from this one, but it will definitely be from this one. Might not. I'm looking for the root, the differential of the root of 7x squared plus 4. I know I did this question. Did I? Or am I going mad? I know that 7x squared plus 4. 7x over root 7x squared plus 4. 7x over root 7x squared plus 4. Yet another repeat. Yet another repeat. Yet another repeat. This would have been probably from 2016. 2x squared plus 3 cos x. 3x squared plus cos x. Alright, so let me do the working. It's a repeat, but I change the values, right? So the y dx is going to be 6x, no, the integral going to be x cubed. So we have two values, two options here. Bam, bam. Let me see which one is the correct one now. So when I differentiate sine, I get cos. So if I integrate cos, I'll get back sine. So this will be x cubed plus sine x plus c. Looking familiar though. This one is not a repeat, so let's do it. So the integral of 3x plus 4 all cubed. 3x plus 4 all cubed dx. Shortcut 3x plus 4 to the power 4 over 4, and I'm multiplying the denominator by the differential of the brackets, which is 3. Evaluated between 2 and 0. Now when I plug in 0, I will still get a value. So I have to plug in 0. So this is going to be 3 into 2 plus 4 raised to the power 4 all over 12. Take away 3 into 0 plus 4 raised to the power 4 all over 12. That is 6 and 4. 6 and 4 is 10. 10 to the power 4 over 12. 10 to the power 4 over 12 is that. Take away, open bracket, 4 to the power 4 over 12. 4 to the power 4 over 12. Yeah, 812 is the answer. Ooh. 38, a worded question. A car and a delivery truck both start from rest and accelerate at the same rate. However, the car accelerates for twice the amount of time as the truck. What is the traveled distance of the car compared to the truck? Okay, so an easy way to see this is by drawing the velocity time graph for both vehicles, right? So the car both start from rest and accelerate at the same rate. So he accelerating until he reaches a time of t and a velocity that we call the velocity v1 and t1. This will be the truck. But the car accelerates for twice the amount of time as the truck. So over here, twice the amount of time, here is going to be 2 times t1, and here is going to be v2. Given that he accelerates for longer, his velocity will be greater. What is the distance of the car compared to the truck? So the distance of the car is going to be the area of the triangle So it'll be half base by height, there's the car, and the velocity of the distance of the truck is going to be 1/2 base by the velocity of the truck. This is S and this is S. So car and truck, which is equal to half of 2 is 1, so this is T1 V2, and this is a half T1 V1. What is the travel distance of the car compared to the truck? So to me, the car looking like it covered more distance. But how much more distance did the car travel? Did the car cover? Interesting question. What is the distance of the car compared to the truck? Car and a delivery truck both start from rest and accelerate at the same rate. However, the car accelerates for twice the amount of time as the truck. We could probably use the equations of motion for this. For distance, let me just check back and see what are my equations of motion. Let me pull this here. Let me just check and see the equations of motion, right? All right. So just checking my equations of motion. No. Good. Right. So my equations of motion are S is equal to ut plus a half at squared, v minus u on t. Final is equal to zero, and it accelerates for twice the amount of time. 4. All right, so the answer for this is going to be twice the time. In my brain it's going to be twice the time, but when I'll even it out for now, right? I don't want to spend too much time on it, and I'll come back to it at the end. The region R is enclosed by the x-axis, the curve, and the lines 0 and -1. Repeat question. Repeat question 513. Minus x squared plus 2, 0 and -1. Minus x squared 0, -1, 513. The region bounded by the axis y is equal to x squared. Repeat again. Volume of solid generated can be found using that. Oh, they actually brought some probability in the recent years, right? So study all the probability. Refers to the following probability, which shows the probability of a biased spinner landing on 3 of the 5 possible prizes. Okay, so it's biased, so it only lands on these 3 prizes here. 2 is 3, 1 is 4, 40, 0.4, 0.5, 0.9. Okay. If winning the car or the cruise vacation are equally likely, what's the probability of winning the car? When you add up all these probabilities, you're supposed to get 1. So 0.15 plus 0.25 plus 0.5 supposed to be 1. Let me call this probability P, and they say that both of them are equally likely. So when I add plus 2P, it's supposed to be 1. So this plus this looking like 0.5 plus 0.4, which is 0.9. 2P is 1 minus 0.9. 2P is 0.1, and P is 0.05. D. In a regular deck of 52 cards, there were 26 red, 26 black. If a single card is selected at random, what's the probability of getting a red card? 26 out of 52, which will be 1 out of 2, which is 0.5. A fair 6-sided die is rolled. Given that an odd number has turned up, what's the probability that it is a prime number? So given that an odd number turned up, this sounding like conditional or probability. So we want the probability that the number is prime given that it is a odd number. It's going to be the probability of prime and odd over the probability of odd. Prime and odd is going to be 3 and 5, and odd is going to be 1, 3 and 5, 2/3. All right, let me just confirm that that formula, right? Just in case. Just in case. All right, so it's right. So CL, C and L over L. This one here is P and O. Good, we good to go there. 44, box on stem and leaf. With regard to the following statements is true regarding the shape of the distribution of the weights of the girls compared to the boys. Oh god, we had to draw a box and whisker now. Alright, so box and whisker. Item 44 refers to the following stem and leaf plot, which shows the mass to the nearest kilogram of grade 6 class. So we have boys and girls, so we had to calculate the weight of the boys and the girls are positively skewed. The weight of the boys and the weight of the girls are negatively skewed, and the weight of the boys are positive. Good lord. Jesus Christ. So some working got to take place here, fellas and ladies. We'll have to draw a box and whisker for the girls, have to draw a box and whisker for the boys, and then we have to draw a box and whisker for the girls and the boys. Let me see. Let me draw a box and whisker for the girls and the boys first, right? Since the first two are pertaining to the girls and the boys. So I'm putting them in order. 29, then 31, 31, 33. Actually, I could calculate it here, right? Box and whisker, I calculating the median first. So you have first with last. First with last. 50. 31 with 40. Then 33 with our next 40. Then 36 with another 40. 37 with a 41. 37 with a 41. 38 with a 41. 38 with a 41. 38 with a 42. We still have 38s with 43. Then 38 with 44. 38 with our next 44. 38 with a 39. So I'm left with 39s as my two values for my median. So Q2 is going to be 39. This is 39 here. Now I'm not drawing it to scale, right? I'm gonna try and make a little average, a guesstimate. Q1 now, so this is where Q2 is. So Q1 now is going to be the median of the first set and then the median of the second set. So if 39 is my Q1, oh good lord. All right, it would be easier to put these things in one box and whisker, right? 2, 3, 4, 5, 29, 31, 1, 3, 6, 7, 7, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 8, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, 9, then 40, 1, 2, 3, 41, 41, 41, 41, 1 2 3 4 42 43 44 44 42 43 44 44 and then 50 and then 53. So we know that our the median is 39 and that 39 falls over here. So this is my median. I'm gonna calculate my Q1 for my first set of values, first with last, 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 first with last. 38 is my Q1, and then first with last, 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 first with last. 41 is going to be my Q3. So 38, 39, 41, 38, 39 and 41. My whisker here is going to definitely be longer. Going down go up to 53. And my whisker here is going down to 29. So if my longer whisker is to the right, then it's positively skewed. So the weight of the boys and girls are positively skewed. So A is my answer. Alright, this I don't like how to bring this here. Right? I really don't like how to bring it because it is a little catch skin question, right? Right, and that actually took us over the 35 minute mark. Joseph collects data on the color of cars passing in his yard. The data can be described as qualitative because we collect in color, qualitative, so we have two options for qualitative, and they will be discrete as they are colors we are dealing with. All right, so back to this one here. Which one we will see in some technical difficulties with, boy? Oh yes, number 38. A car and a delivery truck both start from rest and accelerate at the same rate. Alright, so we go down the road, we drive in, but the car accelerates for twice the amount of time as the truck, so I'll get 2t1. Distance traveled, it is going to be twice as much, I assume. Alright, I don't want to spend too much time and take up all the time, but I'm going to assume this is going to be twice as much. I'm assuming. I will work on this and I will put up a short explaining number 38 once I get through with it. Right, I have to think about it a little more. But I mean, 38 minutes on a paper 2 is not bad at all. We noticed how much repeats came, and I am going to expect a lot of repeats to come this year as well, tomorrow. So as per usual, guys, leave a like, leave a comment and subscribe. If you all have any questions, comment below, let me know what is the scene. Good luck in all the exam tomorrow. Let me know if all you want me to do the remainder of the videos that we have left out, but I think we have done more than enough to see which questions comes as repeat, the method to calculate any of the questions that come. So good luck to everyone tomorrow. Make me proud. I will see you guys hopefully for pure. Just leave a comment if you're all going to do pure. Right, we did for pure for sure 100%. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. So peace.